Happy holidays. Stay tuned for more details on these incredible upcoming events. KBLA Talk 1580. Your voice, your community, your power.
Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
We can turn nothing into proof of everything if we're scared enough. Here's an example. Someone takes 4 hours to text back. Right there, in that gap, our brain has two options. They're probably busy, or they're losing interest. Fear picks the second one because it's scanning for threat, not gathering evidence. So we get cold when they finally respond. They probably notice something's off and ask what's wrong. We say nothing because there's no evidence to point to, just a feeling we decided was fact. Now there's real distance that didn't exist before. Then we point at the distance we created and go, see, I knew something was wrong. We're not catching people in the act of leaving. We're testing for rejection until we manufacture it. The part we can't see, when they cancel plans once, our brain doesn't treat it like one canceled plan. It treats it as evidence of a pattern because we're scanning for danger, not gathering data. We pull back and read everything they do as proof they're leaving. So they feel us disappear and get cold too. And like clockwork, both people end up defending against threats that didn't exist until we started swinging. We don't lose people because they leave. We lose them because we spent months treating fear like information about them instead of information about ourselves.
Listen, that's Dog, man. He's at it again. No filter philosophy on social media. The dog's name is Lenny. He's always cooking with the rarest grease. And let me tell you something about tonight's topic. Tonight's topic is all about me in relationships. Yeah, but why not? It's the end of the year. We got to come with the real, right? So, you guys have heard my story. You've heard about my upbringing, right? You know, anxious, preoccupied, always trying to, perform my way into somebody's heart. You've heard about it. Worthiness wound, all of it. And so what I've learned is, having conversations over the past 30 years with top clinicians from all over the world, bringing them onto my show, going into their sessions with paying couples and learning the way, I realized we're doing relationship in reverse. We have this linear thought process that says, I can work on healing, but at the same time, I can have what I want. This is a linear process. I can get from here to there. Captain Wonderful's gonna show up, or Mrs. Wonderful, she's gonna show up, and everything is gonna work out in the end. And what I learned is, did you know you can start at the end? The end. Your idealized self can come into this existence, this reality, right now. You know what? I loved what Krishnamurti said. He has a book. You can see this book in the movie Hurricane Carter, played by Denzel. Denzel, that's how his mother would say it, Denzel, right? You can go see this movie. He played the famous boxer, Hurricane Carter. And while he's in prison, he's actually reading a Krishnamurti book, and you see the scene where Denzel has the book. The book is called The First and Last Freedom. And it's a collection of talks that Krishnamurti had. I bet you didn't know Hurricane Carter was reading Krishnamurti. Yes, he was. Very interesting. So in one of those talks, there is a Buddhist monk or a Hindu priest, right? Bhagwan, right? Bhagavan. That's, a Hindu priest. Basically having a discussion with Krishnamurti. And Krishnamurti asked him a question. He says, what does the word Vedanta mean? And, the priest gives this long, elaborate breakdown of the word Vedanta in Sanskrit. And Krishnamurti says, but at the end of the day, just tell me, what does the word mean? And he said, Vedanta is the Vedas, right? Right? He was like, yes, Vedanta, though. What does it mean? He said, it means the end. And then he said, okay, let's start there. And so this guy wanted to get into all of the dogmatic pieces of it. And Krishnamurti was like, no, let's start at the end. Did you know you can become your realized self now? As opposed to working towards, tonight's topic. We got a doozy. Tonight's topic. And so it is already. Oh, here we go. Woo, intimate Back to the Future. How working from the end result manifests love in the here and now. A deeper exploration of Neville Goddard's law of assumption reveals that embodying what you desire from others in the present moment is the key to unlocking unconditional love. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Did you know, in intimate relationships, most folks unknowingly navigate the gravity well of their unintegrated parts, moving through connections as curators of unfinished childhoods, not creators of coherent futures. Instead of appearing as sovereign, self-anchored adults, they arrive as temporal refugees, dragging emotional artifacts from earlier eras into the present moment. The nervous system operates like malfunctioning clocks, mistaking echoes of then for the realities of now, all while deputizing lovers to solve problems that originated in other timelines within the same body. But the architecture of intimacy shifts. right? The instant we understand a radical truth, which lies at the intersection of physics and psychology, the healed, integrated version of you already exists. Not metaphorically, not symbolically, but structurally, as one of the many valid configurations within a timeless relational universe. Einstein's relativity has a unique aspect called the block model, which reveals that the past, present, and future coexist as a single static geometry. Quantum gravity strips time from the fundamental equations entirely. Paige Wooters demonstrates that time arises internally from correlations between subsystems. In layman's terms, this means your emotional life behaves less like a linear narrative and more like a library of relational versions of yourself, all accessible depending on which internal reference point you choose. The inner child, the protector, exiled, adult, or end of state version of your consciousness. End of state. Ooh, thus, intimacy transforms the moment you shift your internal reference point from the wounded self who seeks rescue to the future integrated self who no longer requires it. And so it is already becomes not affirmation, but an orientation. Y'all better, man, not manifestation, but total recall. Not becoming, but aligning with the version of yourself that already inhabits emotional coherence. When you embody the end state identity, the self who already knows how to regulate, how to receive, how to stay present, how to remain whole, you stop outsourcing unmet needs to people who never created the deficits in the first place. Attunement, safety, validation, emotional nourishment. Listen now. All become internal competencies, man. Internal competencies, not external requests. I got high standards. No, you want a wound babysitter. No. You cease demanding your partner become a surrogate caregiver for the wounded child you're trapped in currently. Oh my goodness. Still living in an outdated timeline of pain. I had to learn myself. You are no longer in Chattanooga. You're no longer in Altadena. You're no longer in Pasadena. Right? You're no longer in unsatisfactory relationships where people are blind to themselves and the core value of who you are. You're no longer there, sir. Do you know how many people want a better relationship to prove to them that the last one is not indicative of who they are? Whoa, hold on. Wait, what are you saying, Zoe? I'm saying when you change, it all changes. Right? And changing, this is what I've been trying to tell folk. Changing isn't a process. It's an alignment. Just like we said earlier, it's an orientation. The greatest version of yourself already exists. It's about you getting in an alignment with it. Right? This shift does not diminish the beauty or the importance of partnership. It actually sanctifies it. By meeting your own internal requirements first, you begin to liberate your partner from the exhausting labor of contending with ghosts, phantom emotional residue, that do not belong in the present moment. How you in love with somebody but you calling your ex? How you happy and content and ain't going nowhere but your heart and mind on your... You stop arriving as emotional fragments, begging for restoration, and instead appear as a coherent field, a nervous system that no longer mistakes intimacy for danger or vulnerability for egoic annihilation. And so it is already, right? You choose which version of yourself to collapse into the now. The trauma version of you already exists. The integrated, healed version of you already exists. The self-abandoning version of you already exists. The securely attached version of you already exists. The fear-driven version of you already exists. The love-driven version of you already exists. Your job is not to excavate the past until you feel worthy of love. Your job is to entangle with the timeline where you already embody it. Huh? I don't know who I'm talking to tonight. The clinical disciplines, they agree with me. IFS calls this self-energy leading the system. Somatic experiences call this, SE calls this regulating the somatic clock. EMDR calls this, right, reconsolidating memory from a new vantage point. Attachment theory calls this earned security. Trauma psychology calls this state-dependent learning. Listen, when I come forward, I want you to start at the end, my friend.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
September is World Alzheimer's Month, a time to shine a light on a public health crisis that deeply impacts Black families. 1 in 5 Black adults ages 70 and older is living with Alzheimer's disease, or AD, and the risk is twice as high compared to white adults. But AD isn't just forgetting a name or losing track of time. Signs of early AD could be repeating questions, missing appointments, or struggling with bills and daily tasks. These things aren't a normal part of aging. Here's the good news. Treatments are available that may help if AD is diagnosed early. If you notice changes in memory or daily routines, whether in yourself or a loved one, don't wait. Early diagnosis and intervention are key to managing AD effectively. To learn more about AD and a potential treatment option, visit treatalsearly.com. That's treatalzearly.com to learn more about the signs and symptoms and a potential treatment option. This message is brought to you by AZI.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Escobar season has returned.
It's been a long time. Been a long time coming. It's life or death with me, man. But you know, there's no turning back now. This is what makes me. This is what I am.
Feel me? You can hate me now,
QB,
but I won't stop now. Cause I can't stop now.
Brave hearts.
You can hate me now,
Come on.
but I won't stop now. Cause I can't stop now. You can hate me now. You can hate me now.
Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Don't hate me. Hate the money I see, clothes that I buy, ice that I wear, flows that I try. Close your eyes, picture me rolling, sixes, money folding, chickens, honeys that swollen, the richest, knots get in ya. Most critically acclaimed Pulitzer Prize winner, best storyteller, thug narrator, my style's greater, model data, big threat to a lot of you haters. Commentators ringside try, watching my paper, almost a decade, quite impressive. Most of the best is in the essence for this rap stuff that I stand for, expanding more to the big screen. Bill Gates dreams, but it seems you'd rather see me in jail with steak greens. Want me off the scene fast, but good things last. Like your favorite MC, still making some mean cast. First rapper to bring a platinum plaque back to the
Tonight's subject is living the end. I dare say that everyone here would say yes to the statement of Scripture. With God, all things are possible.
My.
I don't think you'd be here if you did not believe in God. And a God to whom all things are possible. But maybe we stop right there and we separate man from God. And my purpose is to show you that we are not two, that we are one. That God actually became man, that man may become God. So let us now tonight give you my reasons for my claims. We turn to the book of John, the Gospel of John. And we are told that the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. Well, that's a mistranslation. The word translated among is the Greek preposition in, within. The Word became flesh and dwelt within us, in us. John used the plural us for the nature whereof we consist. That the Word of God, which is defined in Scripture as the creative power of God and the wisdom of God, did not take upon itself some one person among men. For then that one assumed would have advanced and no more. But Christ, to save all, did not make this man or that man his habitation, but dwelt in us. That same...
No, that's Neville Goddard. Listen. Okay, take it off of the religiosity. Just say the integrated individuated version of yourself already exists within you. See, we turn it into a whole workout. Like, oh, I got to get on the spiritual treadmill. Oh, I got to do some spiritual jumping jacks. Let me tell you something. It's about alignment. And a lot of the power in alignment has to do with accepting. Sometimes it's hard to accept your higher self because you've identified so deeply and so fervently with your lower self. The lower self was co-created by your caregivers. So it's really a part of your sense of self, your lower self. But the higher self has always existed concurrently, right with it. Let me just say this real quick, man. Let me just lay this out real quick. Sidebar, because we getting deep. I'm saying, and so it is already. That's tonight's topic. And so it is already. Healing ain't about, oh my God, I gotta change everything. No. Healing is about accepting the truth of who you are. And you're more than the wounds. You're more than the pain. You're more than the unforgiveness. It's nobody's fault now. They were all there to reflect a wound back to you so you could then transmute the wound into the understanding that you're bigger. Listen, bigger. Okay, let me stop. Real quick, I want to promote somebody. I want to play this on the way out. I don't do Christmas. I'm sorry. But I heard a Christmas song and it blew my mind. It was really good. And it's from one of my listeners. It's from his wife. Her name is Belle. I want everybody that listens to this, man, go support this. It's called Almost Lonely. Listen to this and you tell me if I got it wrong.
December nights were cold. It felt like something was missing. I was sleeping on my own. It didn't feel like Christmas. It was getting close to the time of year to deck the halls and spread good cheer. I looked at the empty couch and fireplace and thought, there's gotta be a better way. Almost lonely to you. Almost lonely to you. Christmas tree, I want the lights to shine on you. I need your company. I know you're down to spend it too. It's not just that time of year. You're all I want when the snow appears. I used to have an empty couch and fireplace, but now there's gotta be a better way. Almost lonely to you.
It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. New York City is expanding language access across agencies as part of Black Mayor Eric Adams' plan. Over 100,000 city-owned smartphones will be equipped with language apps.
And a clear understanding of the situation makes all the difference in the world.
NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch says officers will now be allowed to use them while on patrol. Public schools will also roll out the Hello app in 2026 to help bridge language gaps. Washington, D.C.'s Black Police Chief Pamela Smith is stepping down after more than 2 years in the role. She called the job an honor, while Black Mayor Muriel Bowser praised her for reducing violent crime and restoring public trust. And Indiana's House passed a new congressional map that eliminates districts held by Democrats, including the only Black Congressman, Andre Carson. The move faces pushback from the state Senate and adds to national tensions over GOP-led redistricting ahead of the midterms. Get BIN News now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
This holiday season, KBLA Talk 1580 wishes you and yours joy, peace, and prosperity. As we celebrate with family and friends, we're already looking forward to an exciting first quarter, packed with must-attend events to kick off the new year just right. In January, join us for our inaugural Brotherhood Brunch, bringing together community leaders, change makers, and everyday people for inspiration and connection. February means it's time for our signature Black History Month luncheon, a powerful celebration you won't want to miss. And in March, Women's History Month, we're once again hosting our State of Black Women in Los Angeles Symposium and Luncheon, addressing the issues that matter most inside our community. From all of us at KBLA Talk 1580, happy holidays. Stay tuned for more details on these incredible upcoming events. KBLA Talk 1580, your voice, your community, your power.
Yo, it's Zoe Williams, the VOR, and I know you're tired of pretty gems with pretty lies, where people seem to scroll more than they sweat. Well, it's time to level up. Welcome to Huff and Puff, where excuses die and champions rise. Smack dab at 1221 North La Brea on the corner of Fairview. This ain't a photo shoot, it's a battleground. Certified achievers in the game. Trainers who grind with you, not post pictures beside you. Whether you're chasing your next personal record or just trying to outrun your past, this is your sanctuary of sweat. No mirrors, no filters, no fluff, just pain, passion, and purpose. Stop talking, start training, huff hard, puff loud, be legendary. Where folks go to war with their weaknesses. Huff and Puff.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
It's a classic odor tale. You fried fish for dinner, cleaned up, but the smell is still in the house. And the neighbors are coming over for game night. They're on their way. And then you spray Febreze Air Mist. Febreze Air starts working instantly to fight even your toughest odors, so you go from fish to fresh like that. Now, all you have to worry about is Pam cheating at charades.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
You're listening to The Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yeah. Here we go. Check me out now. Yo, check me out now. Yo. Yeah, put your hands in the air, everybody, come on. Where them dogs at? Hey yo, I'm immaculate, come through masculine. Wide body frame, E-Dub's the name. Whoa, in the field of rap, I'm superb, I'm fly. I should be in the sky with birds. I ride 20-inch rims when I lean, yo. Hey, yo, them tins, I know I keep them clean, though. Come through, storm the block like El Nino. Scoop up an Arabic chick before she close. She goes, those my people.
Yeah, them broads from Puerto Rico, them key folks.
Yeah, watch how the elope 64. Black rag, black interior, ship on the float. Burn out, I do it for them kids that hop on the turnstile. The E going wild.
Yo, like them white chicks on the DVD.
Yeah, I'm worldwide, MTV and BET. Yeah. Whatever she said, then I'm mad. If this here rocks to y'all, then we mad.
First of all, one must use our brains to find out, not just accept it. The intellect's function is to discern, judge, evaluate. But if you brush aside the intellect as being too lopsided, intellect is part of our structure, part of our being as emotions. But if you merely cling to your emotions and say intellect doesn't matter, or if you're merely intellectual, so we must have the capacity to look at the whole of it with our brains, with our intellect, with our feeling, with our nerves and our entire being. Right?
I don't know if you hear what I'm hearing, but he's giving you the blueprint for healing. He's literally talking about presence. And presence isn't real presence if it's not integrated with acceptance. No. See, hold on. Language, listen to what I'm saying. Language, as Krishnamurti said, we don't use language, it uses us. Right? So, logically thinking, you'll say, oh, okay, present, what Zoe just said, presence and acceptance, it's not real presence unless there's acceptance. And you'll think presence and acceptance are two different things. But in fact, in reality, not in the symbolic linguistic phrasing, right? They're the same thing. To be present is to accept. It's boom. They're one and the same. Do you understand? Listen, Krishnamurti in that clip is basically saying healing doesn't create the integrated self. The integrated self creates the healing. Do you see? We assume healing must precede wholeness. That's not entirely true. Right? Neuroscience, state-dependent learning, IFS, internal family systems, self-leadership, and Neville Goddard, in-state identity, all show the opposite. The nervous system heals because following the leadership of a more coherent identity already encoded in the system. What is that more coherent identity? The one you dream you wish you were? Your idealized self? This is not faking it until you make it. This is embodying the aspect or the higher consciousness of you that already exists. It's about shifting. You can't shift unless you're self-observing. Right? Wow, I beat myself up in these moments. Wow. I let my smallness project out onto others, and I define them as small so I can feel comfortable. Do you see the linear old, right, patterns that have been, you taught yourself these growing up because you had to survive the crib. You had to survive your environment. Do you see? Do you see? Trauma doesn't distort your perception of the present. It replaces the present altogether. I told you in the holographic relationship book that time or trauma was a one-way time machine that only goes to the past. Do you see? Trauma doesn't distort your perception of the present. It replaces the present altogether. Now imagine you going to the club looking for somebody to love on with this in you. But because you spend so much time focusing on this aspect of you, you don't even know the other aspect exists, the higher aspect, right? People believe they overact, right? They overreact to what's happening now. But clinically, the body isn't reacting to the present. It's reacting to a timeline cached inside of implicit memory. EMDR, somatic experiences, i.e. SE, and even Gabor Mate, all conform. Trauma is a time error, not an emotional flaw. Thus, the present cannot be seen until the body updates its internal clock. Do you understand? Do you understand? You can be individuated. And, you know, I was talking to a clinical psychologist. I said, hey, are you individuated? The first response was yes. I said, come on now. Okay, come on now. Stop. Just, okay. You gonna claim individuation? Just gonna claim it outright? Let me tell you why you can't claim it outright in your current mind. You're out of your mind. Why? Because Western thought has stripped itself, divorced itself of spirituality. Only a spiritual mind. And when I say spirit, the word is beneath the reality of spiritual. So we associate spirit. That's what Krishnamurti. We don't use language, and language uses us. We will assume you understand what I mean when I use spiritual. Well, higher consciousness. Do you understand? You can individuate instantly. You can shift your perspective, your frequency, your vibration, and get into individuation. You can't if you have this limited thought process that thinks healing is linear. Does that make sense? 1-800-920-1580. You don't attract partners who match your wound. You attract partners who match the part of you running your system. People say, I attract avoidant because I'm anxious. Wrong. You attract avoidance because your protector parts, IFS, in the IFS studies, right, are leading the system, not yourself. Okay, when we come forward, you think, I just got started, but I'm going to make it do what it do, baby.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Established in 2020 during a time of deep racial unrest across our state and country, the Black Freedom Fund was created to make sure that leaders and organizations working to support Black communities and build power have the resources they need to stay in the fight for the long haul. We believe that those closest to the issues impacting our communities know best how to solve them. That's why in just the last 5 years, we've granted more than $45 million to over 200 grassroots organizations across California. That is the largest collective investment in Black organizing in history, and we're just getting started. We are clear-eyed and committed, more now than ever, to our people, our power, and our possibility. Join us in creating a future where Black people harness their full power to shape their lives and realize a just world for all. Learn more at fundblackfreedom.org. That's fundblackfreedom.org. The Black Freedom Fund is proud to sponsor Conversation Live Altadena Rising with James Farr on KBLA Talk 1580.
If you've been diagnosed with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, this is what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Imagine being a million miles away. Tremfya kuselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy. With Tremfya, clearer skin is possible. In clinical trials, at least 70% of patients saw at least 90% clearer skin at 16 weeks. Results may vary. Tremfya is also indicated for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Call 1-800-526-7736 or visit tremfya.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you that we keep us safe. Every girl deserves a chance to shine. That's the belief behind Forgiving for Living, Inc. Since 1999, this organization has been empowering at-risk girls ages 13 to 18, helping them overcome behavioral and mental health challenges. Founder Wendy Gladney's personal journey inspired the mission to give girls hope and purpose through the power of forgiveness. Through their ambassador program, workshops, and annual conference, Forgiving for Living has touched over 3,000 young lives, providing mentoring, life skills, training, and tools for building self-esteem and confidence. You can make a difference. Visit forgivingforliving.org to donate, volunteer, become a mentor, or find help for a young girl in need. Forgiving for Living, Inc., building brighter futures for young girls. Visit forgivingforliving.org today. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing tonight? I'd like to welcome to the stage the lyrically acclaimed. I like this young man because when he came out with the phrase, he went from ashy to classy. I like that. So everybody in the house, give a warm round of applause for the notorious B.I.G. The notorious B.I.G., ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for him, y'all. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You want to see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's the with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place. Play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this pocket. Rob him while his friends watching. And clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Put me milks at lunch, the milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88, Oshkosh and blue and white duck. Ask sluts.
Well, one of the key messages that I received is that as within, so without. Whenever we notice that there is conflict, there are challenges, there's unrest in the world, it means that there is internal unrest inside us. And as people who are very highly advanced consciously, and we do our best to stay in love as often as possible, this is a reminder that we have to embody love all the time, not just when it's convenient, not just when it's easy. We really have to set the standard and embody the divine. That is not an easy task to do because we're human beings. We have emotions. We have visceral responses to what happens in the world. And we immediately jump into that shouldn't be. And yet, because it is, for some reason, from the divine perspective, this is.
Listen, I don't know who that was, but Elaine Starling, she was cooking with the rarest grease. And yes, as above, so below. As within, so without. Let me just say, man, like, we got to change it. Let me, look, hey, look. Come, somebody come over here, look. We live in that kind of society. Hey, look at this. That's where we live, right? Can we be honest? You're so empty. Krishnamurti said it. You're so empty. You got to go do something to take your mind off that emptiness. But within the emptiness, there's this idealized version of yourself. But are the idealized version, or is the idealized version of yourself defined by what is successful within this reality? Listen, I would be happy if the woman, the car, the house, the location, the vacation, I would be happy if. Do you see? But there is an even higher sense in you. The West African called it ori. The Arab said, Allah. You hold on. You got a piece of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in you. Right? And Allah blew the breath of life into the nostrils of man. And man became a living being. He gave a piece of himself. Ruhu Allah, the soul of Allah is in you. Right? New Testament, John, chapter 1, verses 1 through 5. Go there. It is the light that shineth in the dark, yet the darkness comprehendeth not. Listen, you are already individuated. It is a frequency. I've been telling people for the longest, love is not a verb. Love is not a set of actions. It's not a play that an offensive coordinator in love can call. Do this, run this route, cut this way, and the ball will be waiting for you. It doesn't work that way. Do you understand? Love is a frequency, a vibration, and it's in you. But if you've been conditioned to fear love, to see love as an inconvenience, you don't even understand the power of love. Can revolutionize your whole life. Poverty, gone. Love ain't paying my bills. You ain't never been at that level. Your whole life would, listen, let me do it again. You don't attract partners who match your wounds. You attract partners who match the part of you running the system, your system. People say I attract avoidance because I'm anxious. Wrong. You attract avoidance because your protector parts, IFS, are leading the system, not you. You are not leading the system. Your protector parts are. Once self-energy leads, right? The attractor field, according to Dr. David R. Hawkins, recognizes instantly. Attraction is not wound-based. It is part-based. Your future self is more real neurologically than your past self. We think the past determines identity, but the brain's predictive coding system operates forward, not backwards. It filters perception through expected states, not remembered ones. Neville Goddard framed this metaphysically. Predictive processing frames it neurologically. Your future self creates your reality more than your biography. Listen, I'm trying to get you somewhere. You can heal today. Nobody's talking about healing. They're talking about conforming, acting, performing. Oh, you know, if you got my passcode to my number or to my phone, and then I'm comfortable. I know you really want me. That ain't healing the issue of why you need to pass. If you call me throughout the day, that lets me know you Why do you need that? I'm not here to besmirch. I'm just giving examples. DJ, pull it back. Okay, let's go, Kevin Samuels. Right? Okay, if I got bread and I'm wearing a $2,000 cologne and I got the flyest gear on, this is a symbol to you that I'm doing well. Act accordingly in the context of this society, right? That's not, you can go conquer the world and you can get all of the things. But if you're not vibrating at the highest point of yourself, Paramahansa Yogananda called it self-realization. Some white guy comes along, Abraham Maslow, and calls it self-actualization. Right? I think Paramahansa called it self-realization. Maslow called it self-actualization. Right? I don't know if y'all hear what I'm saying. The highest version of you lives with you. It lives with the lowest version of you at your lowest point. It's merely about accessing it. We assume humans want healthy love, but Porges and attachment science show the body seeks, listen, whatever it can predict. Chaos is often more predictable than safety. Safety isn't four walls. Again, language uses us, right? Safety is actually acceptance. I know you don't. This is what it is. Safety is, come on, man. I'm trying to give y'all something deeper than what's out here in the internet streets of love. Chaos is often more predictable than safety. Thus, healing requires becoming unfamiliar, which is why your ego resists it. Listen, when I come forward, if you think I'm just getting started, you'd be right.
You keep on, just keep on pressing on. Sky is the limit, and you know that you can have what you want, be what you want, have what you want, be what you want.
I was ashamed, my crew was lame. I had enough heart for most of them, long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus some is at my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in packing.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. New York City is expanding language access across agencies as part of Black Mayor Eric Adams' plan. Over 100,000 city-owned smartphones